Well, that was a 20th anniversary film. If you want to call it a movie. So, yes, I watched Kamen Rider Fi's Paradise Regained. And just to go over again, I wasn't really fond of Fi's. I didn't like the tone. I hated most of the characters. It just kind of meandered and was just a whole bunch of talking. It really wasn't for me, but I could potentially see one who may like it, Oh, it's not gonna hit for everyone the same way. Some people might like it, some people might not hate it. I've sat in this for like three weeks, and I kinda just struggle to think of like anyone who would like this film unironically. Like, if we were talking irony, like, I could sort of get it with just the bizarreness of the film, but as a movie, as something that continues the Vi story, it is impossible. Oh, yeah, it's very, very not good. So, the story, or whatever you want to call what happened in this film, is that Smart Brain is now hunting down Orphanox, led by a now mysteriously alive Kitazaki. It's androids. They're using androids. If it's been 3 weeks. If you've seen the film, you've seen the film, or you haven't seen the film. Now Mari, also mysteriously android Kusaka, Keitaro's nephew, who was mentioned like once in the old show, and Naoya, and 3 other Orphanox that I struggle to remember because they're not characters. They are not characters. Now lead this underground railroad hoping to protect the Orphanox from the riot troopers and their commander Muse, this girl we'll get to, and now Takumi, who's also helping them because... And we have our movie that... This has... At base, this has the same problem of the O's anniversary movie, in that it feels like it has a lot more it wants to do, but it can't in its hour-long time span. And because it doesn't end. Like, let's be clear here, this movie does not end. It has a moment at the end where they're just, like, eating, and then the credits roll, and just like, wait, that's it? Like, this felt like the fastest, and yet at the same time, slowest hour of my life, because nothing happens. Literally nothing happens. I have definitely not... The O Senpai Anniversary movie has definitely soured over time more and more, but it at least had a proper beginning, middle, and end to it. It had stuff happen that had consequences that moved forward. It was an actual movie. Paradise Regained just feels like a bunch of scenes that happen together to make up a movie, because if you only watch this, you would only watch this if you've watched like the original series, so you would know the old characters. Like they really didn't need much development. The new characters, oh my god. Muse, whoever her name is, I'm not gonna look up her name here, is not a character. She is 2 quirks. She gets weirdly embarrassed by putting on her henshin device for honestly would be a decently okay looking suit if it weren't for the large ass pauldrons. Like, don't get why Toei keeps doing them. Pauldrons never look good when they are overly big. And she's likes talk to me for a very forced love triangle that I never got the chemistry off those two. It doesn't work. It really does not work whatsoever. And the new Orphanox trio, well, there's the girl, there's the overconfident cocky one who becomes Delta, who is again barely a character. Like, they did that. They recaptured Delta's lack of being anything, and then the one that betrays them. them. They have no character. They have no arc. There is nothing to them unless you want to say they're like pastiches of the original Orphanok trio. But Nalia's still around. He's in this movie. He doesn't do much again outside of us being pissy about Takumi betraying them. But that's it. He doesn't do anything. No one in this film does anything of value. Like, Faiz had plot points left hanging after the end of the show. Mainly, like, the Arc Orphanok was not dead and he was just recuperating at the end. They bring up, like, Inue's, like, degradation because his uses of the Faiz gear, but that's brought up initially, and, like, the reason why he's working with Smart Brain now to eradicate the Orphanox is to keep him healthy, and I mean, the new Faiz gear and the new Delta gear looked a little over-designed and like trying to be more futuristic because now they use smartphones for the device, but it just doesn't look great. I know this sounds all over the place, but it's such an all over the place movie. Like, they turn Mari into an Orphanok now, and she has her, like, murderous rampage. She kind of goes on before Takumi knocks her out, and they fornicate. You know, I wanted to go my entire life without saying it. No, people often, like, give editors a bad name, which, you know, sometimes, like, executive meddling is a bad thing. But sometimes being told no is a lot better than being told do whatever you want. Which, you know, yes. And then we got a lot of goodwill back after Dawn Brothers was, like, really popular and helped to, like, boost the middling toy sales of Sentai. But at the same time, you don't let a man who has been described as the tokusatsu Frank Miller go all out. Like, it felt so weird seeing it happen and just bizarre, like, obviously, like, the film does have a much more adult audience since the first scene has, like, all this blood and organs being pulled out, but it really doesn't go that hard afterward. It's fairly standard, and I was kind of shocked after, like, that first scene, like, showed you, like, it was going to, like, get deeper, but honestly, I don't really have to say, like, the new Muse dies after she decides to defect and protect Takumi because she loves him. Kinozaki now becomes the new Muse. In an actually decently okay transformation scene. Kusaka reveals he's now evil and gets his own new Delta gear. And then, for some reason, after the new Faiz gear is destroyed, Keitaro's nephew does the first thing that is actually useful and tosses him the old Faiz gear, and now apparently Faiz does better because they don't have the new like, they make the new gears out to be, like, so incredibly awesome because, like, they have predictive AI. Faiz gets the Excel form. Like, they try to make them out to be these awesome, near indomitable beings, and yet, like, it's so weird because Delta struggles. Well, Kaixa struggles against New Gear, so, like, yes, maybe it's the android thing, but then just, like, Takumi does well, like, yeah, Stan Lee has brought up, like, power scaling is BS because we want the person we are writing to win. It's not more or less because of who is stronger, it's because who the writer wants to win, but, like, you introduce the new gears as, like, the sort of reverse of the new gear is the worst thing and then the old gear is the better stuff. But it's just, like, this has been one, like, I don't. From a technical standpoint, this is by all accounts worse than O's 10th anniversary movie. I probably am more aggravated with O's because I really loved O's. It's probably still my favorite series from Kamen Rider at this point. And I was negative towards 5, so I didn't have as much expectations going into this. And there had definitely been worse films, but it's just such a bizarre nothing of a movie. In the weeks that I was trying to think about this, I just struggled because trying to find this is so difficult. It's bad, but it's something that feels so unreviewably bad because there's nothing to latch on to outside of just the absolute nothingness of the film. That's the issue here. It's nothing. And we have more Nui to go because I still need to do Kiva, so whoopee. What's this? Whoopee.